So over the weekend I went and saw Fruitvale Station starring Michael B. Jordan, and it's based on a true story. I'm going to tell you what the true story is and the outcome, because right off the bat in the movie they tell you exactly what happens at the end. And it's based on a true story that recently happened back in 2008 in Oakland, California. So it is based on a true story. So you might have heard about it. It sparked a lot of riots and controversy in the Oakland area in California. So it's about a young man played by Michael B. Jordan. His name is Oscar, and he's struggling in life with getting a job, and his girlfriend, his kid, and just recently getting out of jail and kind of getting his life back together. But they view him as a really good guy, but he has those problems, and he's trying to cope with, and he's just overall trying to get his life back in line. And it's New Year's Eve, and he goes out with his friends, and he meets a guy in the train station, and that he was new in prison, I believe. And they start fighting, and the cops come, and the cop ended up killing Oscar. Oscar didn't even do anything, he just killed him. He says that he mistakenly thought his gun was his taser. He was looking for his taser. So hopefully it's not spoiling anything. They show you exactly the real footage of what happened in the beginning of the movie. People filmed it on their cameras from the train. So they show you exactly what happens at the beginning of the movie. So there's not going to be spoiling it for anybody. And I remember hearing about the news back in 2008 because it did spark a lot of riots. And it is a very tragic story. So my review now for this movie, it is a short movie, an hour and 25 minutes, but it is very remarkable and a very great movie, I must say. One thing I loved about the movie the most is how real it felt. Michael B. Jordan, I've only seen him in one other thing, and it's Chronicle. Now I see him in this, my God, this is a really great performance. You get this feel for Oscar, that he knows he has problems, and he knows that he has done things in the past to put him where he is now, but he knows that, and he's trying to get his life back in line. He does everything he can trying to get back to a job. He's a really good family man. He loves his mother and his girlfriend and his daughter, and he'll do anything for them. So they do view him as a guy who has gotten into trouble throughout the years. He sells drugs, he fights sometimes, but he has a good heart. And they did such a good job of portraying that character, and he means well, and that's what I've really loved, and how real he acted. And he says like bruh, and he acts gangster sometimes, but deep down he has a great heart, and they did a really good job of kind of mixing those things in together. You know, he's from the hood, but he means well, and he wants to take care of his family and everything. So that's what I love so much about the movie, is how actually real it felt. It takes it like they show what he does throughout the day. It all takes place in one day, and they just show what he does throughout the day, with like trying to go to work, get his job back, and picking his daughter up from daycare, and it's his mother's birthday, so he goes out of his way to have a good mother's birthday, and he hangs out with his friends, and he's having a great time, and they just show everything throughout the day, which leads up to this tragic event. And I just think everything that they did, even in the short amount of time this movie was, they did a really good job of handling all of it, the reality of the movie. The acting from Michael B. Jordan is superb, and it is amazing. A lot of emotional moments for him. When he was in prison, they did some flashbacks, that scene was really great, with a dog, and there's just a lot of scenes in there throughout the movie where he showed a lot of emotional things, and he was so good at it. I walked away just thinking, I cannot wait to see him in more. And I know that he's supposed to be in the new Rocky movie called Creed, I believe, with the same director as Fruitvale Station, Ryan Coogler, I believe his name is. But the acting for Michael B. Jordan, I cannot wait to see more movies with him in him. He is such a good actor. And you got Octavia Spencer from The Help. she's in it and she's great too, you know, dealing with the death of her son. Great acting from there. His girlfriend, everybody in this movie, the side characters, everybody was just so great in this movie, and I love this movie, Fruitvale Station. I highly recommend it. It's limited release right now. Regal Cinemas, one Regal Cinema was playing it, not AMC chains, but Regal was, and my girlfriend saw the trailer a few months ago and she's like, oh, I really want to see this movie, it looks so good. I was like, okay, I will go see it. Never heard anything about it, but like the last few days I was just so excited to see this, and they announced that it would be at my local Regal theater, and I got so excited, like, let's go out to dinner, let's go to the movies, it looks so good, I can't wait to see it. And I'd say it's probably like top 7 of the year. It's a really good film, guys. Highly recommend it. Great acting, great story, well, a sad story, and I felt like crying at the end because it really is a sad story, and really it got me upset. Don't want to think that cops do that, and he did nothing. He fought on the bus, but he threw a few punches. People fight. You don't go and shoot the guy. The guy got, the cop who did it got 2 years in prison and only spent 11 months of it. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous. So I really did feel like crying at the end, and I really don't cry at movies, but definitely check this out. I really hope that it gets some Oscar buzz going for it, with the acting from Michael B. Jordan and the movie as well, because it was really good. So this is my review for Fruitvale Station, starring Michael B. Jordan and Octavia Spencer. Definitely check this out, guys. It was a really good film, great acting, how it was so real, and I appreciate that a lot. So this is Just Watching Movies. Please remember, rate, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you all later. Bye.